Hello, and today I will quickly come back on this New York event I talked to you about in our latest primetime and what I saw and discovered there, as it was my first time that I attended the event organized by US-based WatchTime magazine and simply called WatchTime New York. So obviously always a big pleasure to go back to New York, what an exciting city, but I must admit that on a daily basis I quite like our little sunny Swiss mountains and the calm and serenity that goes with it. Something else, but anyhow, what a great occasion to meet some very cool people, and when it comes to people, I will naturally start with the very enjoyable feeling of meeting some of you guys following the Watchers TV in the US. That's our biggest audience, by the way, and to get face-to-face contact and feedback directly from some of you is always something really special. It means a lot to us and really pushes us to continuously improve what we do, so count on us on that. And along that route, I seize the occasion to address a special thank for those of you who are even more actively supporting us on Patreon. This is really extraordinary. All those little contributions do help. Thanks again. Okay, let's get back to the show. And there were around 30 brands and other exhibitors present at the Gotham Hall in Midtown Manhattan, a really well suited place for such event, as it used to be a bank until 1981, and the decor is really quite theatrical. Could really totally imagine ourselves hosting a crazy birthday party over there like the 10 years of the Watchers TV would sound pretty cool. Anyhow, so these brands range from big names, big volume type of brands, to more exclusive ones, some very appreciated independents, some German, Japanese and naturally Swiss brand, but also a full American manufacturer, and I will come back on this later on, as this was my true discovery of the event. So the exhibition took place on 2 days, with a cocktail on the Friday evening, with plenty of beautiful people and conferences and other activities held on the Saturday. But of course the real stars of the show were the watchers themselves, and without sounding too much like a spoiled kid, I must admit that I had already seen most of these watches presented there, but it was really nice to see and witness the interest this generated among the many visitors of the event, from some pretty fancy watch collectors knowing more or less what they were looking for, to more candid type of watch enthusiasts who just wanted to get a better feel of these timepieces and the brands and the people behind them. I mean, the level of interaction was really nice to observe, and it really feels good to see that these little mechanical objects still have that magical power of seduction. But for me, the most exotic thing I got to see was that among all these brands there was a little brand I admit I had never heard before, so thus another very good reason to attend such events and discover new stuff with my very own eyes. So this brand is RGM. They make their very own watch movement, so a proper manufacturer operation. They are based in Pennsylvania and are celebrating their 25th anniversary this year. So let's find out more with founder Roland Murphy, how he came into watchmaking and what are their particularities.
Well, in watchmaking, I started by going to school for repair and restoration here in the U.S. I also attended WOSTEP in the 1980s in Switzerland. From there, I went to work for SMH, which was the previous name of Swatch Group, and I worked for Hamilton brand and product development for 5 years. And then after that, in 1992, I started my own brand. We are a small independent brand making specialty watches, bespoke watches. We're doing a lot of our watches with guilloche, engine turn dials. We have some with real Grand Feu enamel dials. So we have a tourbillon. We have a caliber 20 has a precise moon phase. And a motor barrel system, which was an American system for the winding barrel. You can read more about it on our website. And the most known movement is our caliber 801. We're the only one making any kind of real series. We're making right now between 60 and 70 movements, in-house movements right now each year. Our price ranges, since we have some at the lower price point, we have some Swiss automatic movements that some of them are cased in American cases or American dials. And then around the 8,000 mark is where it starts. Close to 8,000 is where it starts with our in-house movement. It goes anywhere from 8 to our tourbillon, which is at 100. We're in gold about 125,000. But most of the watches with our in-house movements range between 8,000 and 30,000. We sell direct to our clients, so we're not selling through jewelers and distributors. So the watches we sell outside of the country are sold directly to the end customer. So we obviously have most of our customers in North America, either US or Canada, but we do have customers around the world also. It's much smaller, but people find out about what we're doing and they can buy a watch directly from us.
So always interesting to discover new actors on the watchmaking planet and to remember that watchmaking is a universal craft, despite that the Swiss have kind of trusted the top spots for a little while. So, well, this is it for us. Would really love to come back to New York. Really met some pretty cool people, I have to say. Can't wait to see them again, whether in Switzerland or in the US. Had a blast in general. Always nice to socialize and expand the family. So thanks for your time. See you real soon. All the best. And one last thing, if you're in London between the 3rd and 4th of November, don't hesitate to go to the Saatchi Gallery for Salon QP. Also a great venue when it comes to watch exhibition. See you around.